Why isn't the flag waving, guys?
Because we didn't actually land on the moon.
Why isn't the flag waving in the wind on the moon?
Oh my god, dude.
We've seen Joe. We've seen this movie before.
Is this the one where they shoot the lights in the sky?
The giant thing with the lights shining on it?
I don't like it as much as the Lion movie.
Oh, that was a good. The lightning movie, the lightning with the tree,
Way better.
That's the flick.
I will say this. This is one of my favorite entrances to a movie, like intros to a movie.
The 20th Century Fox.
Yeah.
Oh no, because it starts on the moon, right? Doesn't it start on the moon?
I can't remember if this one starts on the moon. Oh, look at that! It starts on the moon. You're right.
Okay, so
that's right. This is a great intro.
Look at that. Although it does mean that the sun,
between the Earth and the spaceship.
This is a bug in the movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Because it would have to be Earth, Sun, spaceship, moon for the.
Did they have astronomers on staff? Did they have astronomers on staff? Did they talk to them about this? Because I don't know if this makes sense.
Well, they already didn't have the wind blowing on the moon, so check one.
Yeah.
And now they don't know where the sun exists, so
they talked to the astronomers, and then they decided they didn't want to talk to the astronomers. They treated them like security people.
Can't blame them.
You can't blame them.
This is the movie Contact, right? Oh no, different one. Sorry.
Is that satellite noise? That's not satellite noise. It's almost satellite noise.
Who else knows about this? SETI in New Mexico identified a signal. But
just say SETI.
I know, right?
Pretend like you know what
SETI.
Originally, I understand that the U.S. Army was cooperating with the film, but when they learned that they were going to do some Area 51 stuff, they were out.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Really?
That's funny. Doesn't surprise me.
mass roughly one
Only we had the
size
Space
of our
Force.
moon. What the hell is
You mean like with Steve Carell?
Different story.
Yeah,
No,
totally
definitely
different
not.
story.
How do you know?
Different story. But we already had Star Wars, right? Because that was Reagan.
That's right, SDI, the Star Wars Defense Initiative.
Should have been ready.
Should have
Which
been ready.
may or may not have been a real thing.
Iron Dome.
Iron Dome's a real thing.
Iron Dome is a thing.
There's a strange crackling sound on our call. It sounds like a mechanical ratchet or something.
I don't hear anything.
Someone might have a mechanical keyboard.
I do, but I'm not typing. Everyone hands up the whole movie. That's a really bad joke. There's like a story with like Notre Dame or like one of those religious boarding schools where you had to have like 3 feet on the floor at any given time or something weird.
What?
I'll find the right time.
Okay. Yeah, you work on that. Come back on the next edit.
I'll be back. Don't worry. May I use my keyboard, sir?
Permission granted, but don't abuse your privileges.
Okay, it's a reference to old movies and TV shows. You had to have a rule that if a couple were sitting on a bed together, they had to have at least 3 feet of their 4 on the ground to stop it from being suggestive.
There you go.
Oh.
There's the...
There's a lot of things you can do with 3 feet on the floor.
As we're going to see in this movie today, watch people's feet. Well, especially when Will Smith is flying the plane with Jeff Goldblum. Stan Marsh is dead.
See, first sign of aggression was us.
Explosion.
That was us.
Explosion in
We attacked
space.
them with a satellite. We attacked them with a satellite.
Good point, Peter. And an explosive satellite that exploded with flames.
We didn't stick around and exchange insurance information.
We didn't. We literally we were throwing things at them.
Hostile.
It's a high-tech, to cause a flame in
It's a big
space, it had to be a high-tech explosion.
3 years.
All right, 3, 4, you're divorced. Come on, move on. This is not healthy.
No, this is not healthy. The smoke.
Isn't that a Nazi giveaway thing, too, that they used to do?
What's that, 3?
So
No,
how do the
I was
Germans
just
say
getting the other
3?
day. It was like, think with the thumb, right?
So sign language is this way.
But
Americans
like,
do it this
in
way.
America,
We
it's
do
like
this.
3 is this.
Instead of Germans
is
and
that-
Europeans that do it
Oh, really?
this.
But I think Germans do
Yeah.
3 like this.
Something like that.
So it was a way they identified like fake Nazis in the war.
That was Inglourious Basterds.
And it's true. And I was watching it behind the scenes, and like one of the actresses is married to like a German man, and she like did it, like she went 3, and he's like, no, it's not. This is how we do it in Germany. And like that's how it got added into the movie.
This was like literally a conversation in my car the other day because we have a au pair from Argentina.
You were just talking about Nazis as someone does, and
No, the au pair was like, how do you guys say 3? We're like this. He's like, or no, we do like this. And he's like, why do you like this? It's real.
you have an au pair?
So this is 6 in sign language.
Oh.
6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
because 1, yeah.
9,
Okay.
10. Yeah, but you got to sign with one hand.
I can do whatever I want.
Not if you're going to be communicating with Canada geese.
Well, you didn't clarify that.
I assumed we all knew.
There's only one figure you need to communicate with Canadian geese. Jonathan, I expect a blurring on this.
Mr. President, we have an AWAC off the West Coast. ETA with contact point 3 minutes.
So why didn't he say AWAC?
Side radar doesn't see it.
He said SETI before.
Because it's the same reason we call them the FBI instead of the FBI.
Quite earlier, and more from Russia.
David, are you watching this?
No, David doesn't. I think David. I think he's a CISO.
I like that analogy.
Right?
This is a good analogy.
He's a terrible communicator.
He knows exactly what's wrong.
He knows exactly what's wrong. He doesn't manage the morale of his team at all, but he's right.
He's got an artifact in his hand that proves his point, just no one can understand it.
That's good.
Yeah. He knows what it is. He's trying to communicate. I think he does a decent enough job, but no one's listening. So is this an example of good CISO reaction, bad CISO reaction? If Quaid is also a CISO, right, who was abducted by aliens.
He's the burned out CISO.
Exactly, drinking his face off. He's right? Like, nobody listens to me. And they're like, let me guess, Russia's attacking our networks again?
Dusting the wrong crops?
Buying the wrong technology, dusting the wrong crops. What's next?
How many times has a CISO, in a spate of bitterness, dusted the wrong crops?
Here comes ransomware.
No, here comes the PCI auditor.
There you go. I need your network diagram.
I am resigning.
Evidence of someone checking every successful authentication log for the last 365 days on your public website.
You want to talk to... I got to go.
Holy cow, look at this thing. Oh, my God.
I had that painted on the side of a van in high school. Only there was like a unicorn on the front with like a chicken armor with a lance. It was amazing.
You went to high school in the late 90s, Joel?
Listen, I'll have you know I dropped out of high school long before the 90s.
There you go.
Although 8th grade was like the best 3 years of my life.
I like how when they, the Chinese spy balloon, they had to like tell people to not shoot at it.
Yeah.
Like how many people in like the state of Texas are going to be shooting at this thing?
They probably have like shooting parties.
The entire state of Texas is going to be shooting at it.
Well, when the balloon was over Montana, I think it's pretty reasonable to have to tell people whether or not they should be shooting at it. Because the default's going to be they're shooting at it.
Yeah, if it's in the sky, right?
You can tell them not to shoot at it.
It's like 60,000 feet. The best like vertical distance of any kind of like normal projectile is what? 3,000, 4,000 feet?
Yeah, you need a round that can have escape velocity.
Pretty much to get up there, yeah.
The goal wasn't to hit it, Earl. The goal was to shoot at it.
What's up, man? What you been doing out there?
Shooting aliens.
Oh, you shooting aliens?
See?
You think you tough. All right, what you got? Turn around.
Natural instinct. An appropriate instinct.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a ray gun.
Yeah.
So they don't have to worry about...
That would actually reach it.
That's the tactical advantage of not having an ozone layer.
It's like in chess. First,
I feel like they're going to crack open a Snapple.
Then when the timing's right...
Snapple.
A Snapple apple.
Bring us right back.
A mango badness.
Look, why don't you just relax? I'm going to report to El Toro, find out what's going on.
Always a great plan. Tell someone to relax.
It's just,
never
calm down.
Never in the history of anything
You
has
should
ever
calm down, B, relax, and C, quit being in denial. You take care of those.
You should increase your calm.
Enhance your calm.
Enhance your calm.
Even. Some of your time. You want to make a statement.
You've got to stop them! I was kidnapped by space aliens 10 years ago!
I told you the auditors were coming! You didn't listen to me! I told you 10 years ago, and where's my budget?
I identified the highest risk. I showed you the risks.
It's on paper!
They accepted them. All of them. Even the high risks.
I have an email where you said don't do anything about it.
We just needed endpoint protection.
It was Windows Server 2003.
You didn't even give me that.
2003.
There are no patches.
What was I going to do?
Be our last night on Earth.
Oh,
this could be our last night on Earth.
This is highly inappropriate, dude.
3 feet is still in the...
Highly inappropriate.
Wrong fields.
LAPD is asking Los
Police
Angeles
advisory, don't shoot
at
aliens!
Visitor spacecraft. You may inadvertently trigger an
True story.
Congratulations.
Are being taken over by the aliens.
Welcome wagon has commenced.
They're hijacking them for their own communication. Now, what are you communicating by doing this? What is this?
See, it looks like Braille.
This is our flashing
But
lights.
then It looks like a disco.
Some general's like, this makes sense, let's do it.
You know what it is? Have you seen those birds in like South American jungles that do the dance with their feathers?
It's a mating.
It's a mating call.
Yes,
our
precisely.
first message to aliens is, "How you doing, baby?"
So
no, dude, it's
first message was we slap him in the face with a satellite.
Oh, then
second message was
we bring him flowers.
What are you doing later?
What?
So typical abusive relationship. First we use our hands, and then we bring him flowers. Is that what this is?
Classic U.S.
Classic intervention.
US.
All right.
Classic U.S. foreign policy. U.S. foreign policy 101.
Boom! How'd that work out for you?
Oh, that hurts.
That didn't.
How high are those helicopters flying? Also,
lower.
How
as we
high were they flying?
That thing was pretty far up there. I mean, it was dark and spacey, not just nighty, spacey.
This is one of those movies when they go to the demo guys and they're like, "We got one for you," and these guys are like, "Oh my god, this is
That's
awesome."
right. What's our budget? 8 figures.
What? You have to blow up LA? Let's do it.
What's our budget? You tell us.
I'll do this for free. Are you kidding me?
Oh, punch it. Punch it.
Punch it. Go faster. Strain over the yoke. Strain. It's all on you.
Everyone push.
The Black Knight will emerge victorious once again.
Amen, man. Amen, Reverend.
You're dead, Reverend. No one does a soliloquy like that and lives in movies. Oh, here we go.
Holy God.
Isn't God holy by definition?
It's a tautological reference there. Yeah.
Los Angeles Attack Squadron has AMRAAM missiles locked on target.
Washington, New York Squadron is reporting lock.
That's an actual missile.
An
Advanced
AMRAAM.
medium air-to-air missile. AMRAAM.
Advanced medium range air-to-air.
Range. Oh, I forgot the R. Oh.
How are you going to actually us and then get it wrong actually?
You're right. I stand corrected. That was in the military too.
Peter was referring to the AMAM. That's a different missile.
They're
They're not
dominating
dominating.
the hell out of them.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like this is alien
Ouch.
range is so
That
advanced.
was wow. I think they must have dropped a dummy.
I know.
You see
Did you see it? It clearly looked like a
And
G.I. Joe or
the
something.
rest of the movie, like if he's not in like on crutches, you know, like completely shattered legs.
He's like Dorf with his knees in his abdomen.
Especially at his age, he's got to be in his late 30s, like or maybe early 30s, maybe. We went over that last movie and how you can get hurt so easily in your old age.
In your old. I got that. I
did it today actually. I hurt my hip doing nothing. I was emptying the dishwasher and I couldn't walk for a couple minutes. I had to like stretch it out.
We'll talk that through at 4:30 at Denny's over the chicken fried steak.
Oh my god, 4:30 dinner. Don't test me in bed by 9. Here it comes. Welcome to Earth.
Yeah! There it is.
That's how you do it.
Welcome to Earth. Slap.
I love this right here. This is perfect CEO moment.
Take my word for it. There's no Area 51. There's no recovery space.
Sir,
I'm the CEO. I would know if there are risks in the environment.
Then the CTO's like, can I talk to you out in the hallway?
Not
We've actually plugged a lot of things directly into the internet.
Yeah. There were a couple workarounds. The CEO's like, what?
That's great.
I would know.
Actually plugged
a whole
lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to be specific, only you and the CISO are behind the firewall.
Sir, firewall, sir?
And that's Zone Alarm. We just installed Zone Alarm on your laptops.
That little red
Oh my
stop
God.
sign, you're the only one that's got it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, the zone alarm was so good.
That's great.
Oh my
The
god.
best part was you could turn it off.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. Click off, click on.
It stopped everything. It closed all ports, didn't it?
You could do it. Remember, it'd pop a little thing and say, "This program is trying to access port."
No, we were green and red.
He's been heading up the research department on this.
This is
project the
this is
last
clearly no
15
longer
years.
a clean room.
This guy has
Half the people.
Yeah,
in
wait, hang on a minute.
bodysuits,
You're right.
And half the people just walk in from outside.
Sir.
That guy was static free though, Joel. They de-staticized
He
him.
is the static collector. Like everybody's got a little copper wire that runs to that dude.
Everyone's got a ground.
Please meet our lead developer.
He hasn't seen the sun
Ever. Yep.
He wrote the first version of our line of business app in Visual Basic 6, and we haven't let him outside.
I do UI, UX, and back end.
This room has less security walking in.
Yeah.
The whole place does.
So you have to go through the clean room to get to
the place where they're welding.
Also.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, there's another door, but we don't like to use it.
Yeah. The auditors only
Go
get
through
to the
the
first room. The auditors get to the first room. They're like, "This is totally clean. There's nothing else to see."
What the hell?
Oh, we plugged in the wrong port, so our DMZ's actually on the outside. We didn't want to take the network down to fix it because people would complain.
No joke. So I started at my first bank job. Their entire core distribution went from, it was a 6509 non-VSS, went to a checkpoint. Between the 6509 and the redundant checkpoints was a single Netgear FS108. Mind you, the F is for fast.
100 megabits.
So let's remember what fast is compared to gigabit. An FS108 in between a 6509 and a checkpoint array, a redundant checkpoint, a single FS108. The entire network ran through it. Big old brains. Why are there air bubbles in two of them, but not? Oh no, they're not all of them.
One preferred flat, the other two sparkling.
It's an organic life form.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Can they be killed?
I think I'd be more impressed if he'd said it was an inorganic life form.
There you go.
That would be much more impressive.
Yeah.
Speaking of redundancies there, Sullivan. We got organic life form. We've got holy God. We could cut the script in half, just eliminate every other word.
This is great. I've never known any military base around the world of any country where you just show the guard a scary
Maybe I'll
thing,
just leave this
and
here.
they're like, "Oh, come on in. Don't worry about the clearance."
We want that inside. And all of your hippies too. Come on.
This is you did what? You turned the firewall off? You turned the WAF off?
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, this is a good point. They should have told us about these vulnerabilities before they actually got exploited.
Right? And, maybe after the first 100 were shot down, he'd recall them.
There was no way to know someone was going to exploit it. That publicly available exploit.
There was no way.
It's not my fault. I knew the S3 buckets were accessible from the outside.
Of all the S3 buckets in the world, what are the chances of them finding ours?
I do love how these guys are wearing just scrubs. Yeah, don't worry about any other type of
It's just a regular mask too.
Issue stuff. Yeah, no, we're totally
Surgical mask, not even an N95.
So we all know how to appropriately seal a mask.
Yeah.
This is why you need a guy to bring the drawings from the customer to engineering. Engineering is just no good dealing with the customer.
Where's the sales engineer? Anyone find one?
That's right, we did an SE. Stat! He's talking about machine learning.
Yeah.
You gotta end this call.
That's on the roadmap. That's not a feature yet.
I know there is much we can learn from each other if we can negotiate a truce.
There's nothing
Clearly
I can learn
a
from
Democrat.
I'll make a motion.
Let's see here.
Oh, the Beretta.
Now that would be a war crime these days.
Shooting an alien.
I mean, at point blank range.
No longer presents a threat.
If threat, yeah, he's Hague Convention. He's got to be put into a camp and given.
What do they say about?
Yeah, dude,
aliens,
that's
right?
for humans.
I
don't know.
Does it specify humans in The Hague?
Missile launch.
That's it. You just press a single button.
That's why I have never had admin rights at any job I've ever had.
Dude, it's so funny in the team you get a new technology and they're like, "Oh, you want admin rights to our new email whatever gateway?" It's like, "This is the last thing I want. Do not give me anything."
Did you know how to fly this thing? Yeah, I know DOS.
Rock and roll.
How much different could Linux be?
Oh.
What I missed?
We were right to the hardcore hacking. We're about to do physical access.
Physical access trumps all.
Look at this. Pen test right here. Physical access.
Port's
Again,
open, guys.
Done. They got their clipboard. They got their hard hat. They're just walking right in. High-vis vest.
We're here to fix that printer.
It's older code, sir, but it checks out. C2. Get the C2. I need the C2.
They gotta set the bus speed.
IP address.
C2 is up and running.
Transfer 3x dash
the virus.
He's uploading the virus.
How did he have enough time to, change the clip art of the like file copying dialogue to be a skull and crossbones?
Well, that auto recognizes that it's a virus.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He said he should have spent time optimizing their like propagation algorithm.
I mean, it's a really good thing the aliens also have computers.
Based on the time frame, they're all like x86 based, I guess.
Maybe that's why the alien ship is so big. They need all the data room, like server rooms in there.
They're running a mainframe on each ship.
That's all
So
cooling.
Intel
Like
is
everything they're
alien.
doing is cooling.
It's all cooling.
That's, perfectly normal.
Nobody's perfect.
So no, it's perfect. Don't worry.
You're running out of missiles, sir. We're just not causing enough damage.
That's again.
What is this?
If only
What
we
is this,
had
Ukraine?
large arms to use.
If only there was like something that could fly and drop things on it.
If only there was something.
15 kilometers stable object that isn't moving anywhere. If we could like drop something on top, that'd be sweet.
The thing that also isn't concerning to me is when they actually blow them up. Is where does all of that like matter fall?
Yes.
Oh,
It falls.
on
It's like straight down, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
look, Solomon, one battle at a time, okay? Worry about that stuff after. Let's destroy it first.
If you dropped a 9-mile wide giant
From
spacecraft
10,000
from
feet.
10,000 feet, that's a world ender, isn't it?
What do they call the
That thing would get a lot of velocity from 10,000
and there's a lot of them.
feet.
What the that weapon they call it? What the rod of God? Those tungsten rods that they release from space, and just based on terminal velocity, they're an impact weapon.
They fall down.
Yeah.
They're bunker busters. Yeah.
I was thinking of what was the thing we were talking about last time? The one that just yeets things into space.
What was
that thing?
it? Was
What were we
like
talking about
trebuchet or
Here he
what
comes.
was-
It was literally centrifugal, like it just throws things.
Turned out CISO to the rescue. Didn't we fire him last year?
Russell Case, sir.
It's me, your CISO.
I'm going to take the blame for that breach.
You need me on that wall.
Sacrifice my reputation. Just
Resume updater.
That came with the Frame family.
Do me a favor.
I'm gonna go to the data center.
I'll be right back. He walks in with an axe. He walks in with an axe.
Why does CISO go into the IDF? He's never got in there before.
All right, you alien asshole.
Here it comes, the cable plug.
Are those scissors in his hand?
Why does he have a baseball bat in the server room? Is that bucket full of water?
Oh.
You see that Open API posted a job for somebody to push a button, turn off the.
That was fake, but I loved it. 300 to 500K a year. Look, we just need someone on standby when these things turn on us. Experience with unplugging things. We'll give you the code word.
This is why you don't have a single point of failure.
Death Star
Ever.
first. Aliens from Independence Day.
Right?
That other Star Wars movie is the same Death Star 2.
Yep.
Star Killer.
Where's your redundancy?
Hubris. And everybody gets to keep their jobs.
What if the aliens know, like, hey, we got a vulnerable spot right here. Let's not open that thing
Right?
up.
They all download the new.
Let's not show them our
Right?
butthole.
They download the new AV list. They resync.
Keep the butthole
Right?
closed.
Well, they had a guy with a binary virus attack their system and get through. So
But he attacked the main ship, but now all these other ones, the only way they blew it up because the thing was trying to shoot its laser beam down.
here we go.
Here it comes, right here. This should be
There's all the Winnebagos.
not a kitten landing on a pillow like this. This was a kitten jumping onto a pillow.
That means everybody has to steal an alien spaceship, fly up there through the turtle hole, upload the binary virus.
They don't need to. They have to the master ship, probably the mothership. They put it in the central repository, and now everyone's going to pull it. And they compromised the artifact factory.
Mm-hmm.
And now everyone's pulling that
Right,
artifact
so all the new
down.
images have the vulnerable.
Yep.
They got the bad artifact in it.
Supply chain attack again. Every
Supply
time.
chain attack. Gets you, man. Hey, what's this thing?
Ooh, those are pretty.
Wait, they have no vocal cords. How do you growl?
He didn't. We heard it. It was a telepathic.
No, I saw the subtitle. It said growls. It didn't say telepathically growls. It just said growls.
And also, why do like multi-million-dollar rockets have 7-segment LED displays on them?
Why is there a digital countdown timer on your nuclear missile?
I know, right? Just in case you need to see.
Why is there so much fire in space?
Hey, could you guys check to see if that missile's armed? Oh yeah, it's at like 5 seconds. We got to turn it off, guys. Oh.
Why is there so much fire in space?
I love the idea of the missiles with countdown timers.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
It lands, and then it's got like a 15-second delay.
You want to demoralize the enemy before you kill them. Ooh, that clean room has a lot of static in it right now.
So much for...
Why does that guy not have a shirt on? Oh, they're in the trailer.
What was everyone doing when you thought the world was going to end? What?
That guy just put a leather vest on and nothing else.
We're going to have to repop. Wait, too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, no.
Wrong movie.
Oh, all right, Joel, let's never do this again, as usual. How do we... God, some of these movies are so bad.
We've had one good movie, Demolition Man.
What? Hackers, thank you.
Terrible movie.
That was hard. Any lessons learned? I'm thinking, and you'll forgive me for the shameless plug. Clearly, if the aliens knew their unknowns, we wouldn't have an issue.
That is true.
They lost that asset.
And boom, right away.
And just wrote it off.
Yep, thought they decommissioned it.
And then when it shows back up on the net, like a network, they should have immediately realized there was a problem.
Host has been offline for X amount of days, came online.
Yeah, 40 years. I mean, why didn't they revoke its like client cert or something?
They never rolled over their service account passwords.
That long ago, when people used to create custom certificates, they'd always set the lifetime to be like 99 years or something ridiculous.
Yeah, right. Cert back out. Yeah,
that's it.
Yep. Show me certs with a lifetime of more than 3 years.
There it is. Yep.
I think we didn't see any Taco Bell, which automatically caps the score of this movie at a 1. There was no geese, so it caps it at 10. But with the Taco Bell, I'm sorry, you can't get above a 1 without it.
You just can't.
You know what's also interesting? Why are the aliens using hours and minutes and seconds?
We convert it when we parse the information. We can convert it to our own time scale.
Yeah, they were UTC.
So we don't know what time they were on or how they're using time.
They were using Epoch.
Yeah, they're the only ones that understand Epoch.
Well, so there's like
from our world.
Well, there's a whole field of science on this where they're like, if we want to talk to aliens, and if you want to convey this that we have time or a sense of time to show how old we are, use things like atomic dating and things like that, so you could show like the decay, and because that's a scientific thing, you could show like, hey, we were here.
And by that you mean use a giant billboard on a helicopter that
with braille.
Mating dance.
That's his mating dance.
Yeah,
that's the dating he was referring to.
You know, some White House intern came up with that idea, and no one else had anything else, and they're like, all right, run with it.
That's right. Anybody got a better idea?
The generals are like, why not?
The alien, I have a bid. The alien may have smelled like surströmming.
What?
Have you ever had surströmming?
No.
Is that the thing with the bury the fish in the ground? And
it's Swedish. It's a delicacy.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, Joel. It's dead fish that's fermented and buried.
Yep. Until it rises on its own. Yeah, it's a zombie fish. Yeah.
I'd love to be the group that it was like, is this still edible? Let's find out.
It's got to start as a dare. And then somebody said, Grandpa used to eat this all the time.
Oh, my God.
All right, gentlemen.
Kill it.
Well, let me see here. There we are. Let's see. Oh, if I stop recording. Whoa, what's going on, Adam?
Is this too far?
Actually, that's pretty good, man.